Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about right now is the fact that I think it's official that we have been taken over. Okay, two reasons. Okay, first is the fact that a Pakistani man who was inspired, if you will, by the Islamic State and the October 7th event was arrested in Canada. Now you're probably thinking, well, that's Canada. Just wait, okay? This is the latest example of a suspected plot that has been thwarted. An alleged would-be terrorist was arrested in Canada on Wednesday. His name is Mohammed Shahzeb Khan. He's 20 years old. He's a Pakistani national who lives in Canada and also goes by the name of Shahzeb Jadoon, Jadoon. He is accused of plotting a mass shooting event at a Jewish center in New York City in support of the Islamic State. Now, he has been charged with attempting to provide material, support, and resources to a designated foreign organization and faces up to 20 years in prison if he's convicted. So this defendant was allegedly determined to take the lives of Jewish people here in the United States, nearly 1 year after the horrific attack in Israel. Now, Khan was arrested by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police on a material support of terrorism warrant issued out of the Southern District of New York. Now, as alleged, Khan attempted to travel to the United States to carry out this attack and take the lives of as many Jewish people as he possibly could, all in support of the Islamic State. Now, Khan's alleged crimes are a vivid reminder that we must remain vigilant in the fight against anti-Semitism and also in terror. Now, it is alleged that since November of last year, Khan used encrypted messaging apps to plan this attack in Brooklyn, but began unknowingly communicating with, and when I heard about this, I'm like, what a dumbass, two undercover cops. And I'm like, well, damn, that didn't go as planned, now did it? So he claimed to have an associate in the United States and wanted to create a real offline cell of supporters to carry out a coordinated assault using AR-style weapons. And his plan included targeting Israeli Jewish Shabbats scattered all around other cities in addition to New York. So New York wasn't the only target here. This is what I mean. So the next thing that we're going to be talking about goes back to what I've been talking about the Venezuelan groups, if you will, okay? So these armed Venezuelan group members are now amping up what they're doing. They're stealing oil, copper wire, diesel fuel, and catalyst elements from Texas oil fields in West Texas. And this is according to a memo that was issued by the employees of the Texas oil fields in West Texas. So according to the memo, a Texas-based oil company issued a memo to their employees warning about the security concerns about these violent groups. And then the Venezuelan members are using vehicles to run workers and witnesses off the road as they steal the oil and the diesel fuel. Now this is per the memo. This is what the memo says. Industry peers and law enforcement in West Texas are aware of recent increase in organized criminal activity, inclusive of violent crimes, group activity, and oil field thefts in and around West Texas operational areas. Specifically, regional law enforcement and the FBI advised that these members emanating from Cuba and Venezuela are organizing and working in concert to commit thefts within the Permian Basin. These individuals and groups are armed, violent in nature, and will not hesitate to use force. So crimes associated with these groups include theft of oil, diesel fuel, copper wire, and catalyst elements. Recent incidents have also included 2 assaults by water haulers who were attempting to steal oil from West Texas oil field sites after the thieves were observed by witnesses who drove up to investigate. The thieves attempted to use their vehicle to run the witnesses off the road. In another incident, a thief acting as a spotter and following a water hauler who had stolen oil also attempted to run a witness off the road. There have been numerous reports of second vehicles acting as spotters for water haulers committing oil thefts. Now, an industry peer provided this snapshot, of a surveillance, video surveillance of an armed thief checking out an area before stealing diesel from the location. I don't know. What's going to happen next? Huh? I just can't anymore. Now, I know that the picture that I put up, it's a little, the writing is a little small, so I'll read it to you. It says security bulletin. Industry peers, it's kind of like what I already read to you, but the snapshot is, it looks like a guy's arm, maybe with a tattoo. I don't know. I can't really see it. It's so grainy. But anyways, this is what we're dealing with. It's Texas, it's New York, it's Chicago, it's Colorado. Who has it on their bingo card for their state next? Nobody's raising their hands, nobody's placing bets. Stinks, guys. Because we don't want this in our states, in our neighborhoods, our cities, our towns. But it seems like it's happening, and it's so unsuspected. It's so it's like one day, everything's fine, and then the next day it's like, whammo, what the hell was that? You know what I mean? It's just how it feels, So, and it's like people are probably thinking, well, you live in Florida, you got DeSantis as your if you think that he could stop this, you're nuts. They're here already. They just haven't let themselves be known yet. I'll just say that. All right, I'm out of here. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless, head on a swivel. Okay, know your surroundings. Ciao.